Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Chuck Graham Show. I am on a mission to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. So let's see how I do. Means no alcohol, no fast food, none of that stuff. But I got to do it. Anyway, y'all not listening to hear about my health. Joe Biden. Yep, Creepy Joe. Well, let's see what he's doing. The executive orders that he has signed is absolutely atrocious. He signed about 17 executive orders. Now, what I need to know is where are the Republicans? Well, you got so many damn rhinos in there that I can tell you where they are. It's a rhetorical question. They're trying to find their balls or their spine. I mean, folks, I am absolutely sick of this. Were the attorney generals in these states that are conservative, why have they not filed lawsuits already and injunctions like they did with Trump? Every executive order he signed, there would be an injunction from a district court that affected it nationwide. Why? We have a conservative Supreme Court. Chances are they're going to win. I can guarantee you that most of these executive orders probably would not stand. And the one that just chaps my ass the most, excuse the expression, is the executive order on transgenders. You know, it's called gender dysphoria. Right. It's a psychological condition. Tell me why we have in the last 5 to 10 years a surge in transgenders. Because most of them are young. And it's a trend. It's a cool thing to be a girl, I guess. I don't know. But I tell you this. They have no business whatsoever playing in women's sports. None. And I'm sure YouTube will take this down. I don't give a damn. Rumble will leave it up. But they have no business playing women's sports. It's like Fallon Fox. He wasn't a good fighter. He was a fucking man. He was a man, folks. A man. Beating the hell out of women. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the bone density of a man is a lot greater than a woman. I mean, you can take as much as much hormones as you want. It's still not going to affect that. I'm sorry. And we know this because we've already seen it in high schools where transgenders would join women's track teams and just dominate the field. So, you know, in the case with Fallon Fox in the MMA, I mean, I think Ronda Rousey beat the shit out of him. Good for her. But the fact of the matter is this. The Paris Climate Accord. Oh, yeah, that's what we need. You know, it really bothers me with all this climate mess, too. But let me finish up with this transgender. I mean, what's next, people? Are we going to start telling Uncle Joe that the toaster is really talking to him? These people have psychological conditions, and they need help. If you're born a biological man, you are a man. You can cut your pecker off and stick it in a jar, and you're still a man with a cut-off pecker. I'm just saying. You know? When are we going to wake up? I mean, it's like Bizarro World. Truth is false. I mean, truth is fiction, and fiction is truth. I mean, we're going to throw away 100 years of science, right? All because we want to make someone feel okay about their choices. I can't choose to be black, can I? Or 30? Or Bigfoot? Or an Indian? No, I can't. And neither can you choose to be a woman. You're either a woman or you're not. And I read an article that said first man having baby. No, nope. That's a woman. Looks like a guy, but that's a woman. And if you're talking about intersex and all that, they try to bring that up too. That's a medical condition that can be addressed at birth. So, but the fact of the matter is, people, I just call it like I see it. The world has gone completely bonkers. And they need to take all these executive orders and we need to be in court. Let's move on to the student loans. Eventually, they're going to try to forgive these loans. You just wait. Eventually, they're going to try to forgive them. And what about all the other people that's paid theirs? You know, parents that saved and sent their kids to college. And, you know, there's this thing called responsibility. What about those people? Well, I guess they'll just miss out. Well, and the one of his executive orders about the Paris Climate Accord. They said in 1981, and I forget that, I've got a clip of it, but I forget the guy's name as a doctor. If we don't do something about global warming, Miami will be underwater by the year 2000. Here it is, 2020, and last I checked, Miami is not underwater. The world heats up and cools down. It's a fact. Is climate change real? Yeah, it is. But there's not a damn thing you can do about it. It's going to heat up as the polar ice caps melt. The world cools down, and the polar ice caps freeze again. As they freeze, the world heats up because you have less water mass. We know this because there is a petrified forest off the coast of Oregon with fresh water in it. So we know this happens about every 10 to 14,000 years, and there's nothing you can do about it. So let's just kill 40,000 jobs with the Keystone Pipeline. Let's do that. That'll help the climate. Okay, let's build more windmills. Yeah, that's efficient. And it kills, I don't know, a lot of bald eagles, our national bird. I mean, the things that this man is going to do. And look, Joe, you have 4 years to destroy America. You don't have to do it the first week. You got 4 years, man. Come on, man. I shake my head sometimes. That's why I haven't done any recordings lately. I've just been shaking my head at the stupidity. Executive order on racial equity. I'm not going to apologize for being white. And I don't have any white privilege. Shit. You have a lot of black people that had more privilege than me coming up. And it's just and plus the race issue is that's a heart-changing thing. You can't legislate that away. There's no way. And another genius executive order he signed was executive order on census. Yes, let's count illegals. And it was just breaking this morning that there was a email that was sent out to the director of Homeland Security, or ISIS. One of them, I get them mixed up. Stating stop all deportations. Let's just give amnesty to everybody. Tear down Trump's border wall and let's just let them all in. Kumbaya. We can all just sing together. Jesus Christ. We want immigrants. We just want them to come here legally. In the process that's set up. What do you want? Not enforce the laws? Why do we have a legislative branch if the executive branch is not going to enforce the damn laws? It's supposed to be co-equal branches of government, right? And where are you Republicans? I'm about ready to go down to my circuit clerk's office and take my damn name off the damn Republican ticket and put it on an independent ticket, because you folks are just, well, for a better lack of words, and you're spineless. You're freaking spineless. And I tell you what, we got a president now that can't string two sentences together, that's probably most likely suffering from dementia or the onset thereof. And he's Pinocchio, and they just pulling his strings, and he's doing everything that they tell him to do. You can't make this shit up, man. I mean, you just can't. On some passport, reverses Trump's administration restriction on U.S. entry for passport holders from 7 Muslim majority countries. That's not what Trump did. He was trying, well, he did put the ban in place. When they're burning our flag and saying death to America, yeah, you might not want to let them in. Might not work out so well. Yeah, bring your suitcase nukes too. I mean, Jesus Christ, people. Order on border wall. Halts construction of border wall by terminating the national security declaration used to fund it. Executive order on ethics. He don't know what the hell ethics are. He got billions of dollars from Chinese companies, Burisma, and let's don't forget about Hunter Biden's laptop. BLM, Biden's laptop matters. Yep. Anyway, I'm rambling. I digress. But where are the Republicans? Where are the Republicans? Where are the lawsuits, injunctions from conservative courts? Get this down and stop this idiot. We have one thing going for us, folks. We have a conservative court system, unless they start trying to pack it. But let me just tell you, Trump appointed a ton of judges, and you know why he did that. He did that in case this happened, because they're going to be the final defense between us and Joe the Madman. Now, I didn't like everything Trump said or did. Sometimes he acted uncouth. And sometimes he created his own problems. But he was the best president that this country has ever had in terms of economics. And they used to call it trickle-down economics. Well, apparently it works. You lower taxes. People take money that they have because they want to make more money, so they use it and build their companies and etc. and build up. But when you have people like, Apple, who allegedly has sweatshops in China that make their products, and they make billions off cheap labor in China. That's why, and Trump was not going to have it. I don't see anything about the tariffs being removed from China, but it's coming. Executive order on regulation. So here comes all the regulations again. I'm telling you, this is going to be the worst 4 years this country's ever seen. And the sad part about it is, even if they figure it out, that the election was stolen, even if that actually was proven, it's not going to matter. All it'll prove is that the idiots that controlled the state's legislatures, and it was Republican controlled, chose the wrong electors. That's all it's going to prove. They chose wrong. There was 2 sets of electors there. Mike Pence could have chose the Republican electors. He could have. But he didn't. It was done before. Had been done before. Where a vice president was actually running for president, and I forget his name, so I don't want to. But anyway, he chose the electors. It was for him. They had two sets there. That's why they did it. But Mike Pence lacked the balls, spine to do it. They would have challenged it. It would have went to court. The Supreme Court would have had to hear it. Who knows? But you're going to get what you wish for. And I really believe, just my opinion, just strictly my opinion, the election was stolen. Period. And they'll prove it eventually. It's not the first time it's happened. Look at LBJ. There's all kinds of proof of the silly shit he did in his administration, or when he was running for office, even state government or state positions of government. So it's not perfect, folks, but it's all we have. And I'm just going to tell you, if we don't get this under control, it's over. So that's it. I hope you guys like the show. If you do, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and maybe I'll see you on the next show. And I don't mean to be so gloomy today. You know, I feel like my glass is half empty. But anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.